So who would win in a fight? Kim Dokja, Amon, or Reinhard? So the comments in my last video got super heated, so let's have a discussion and see who wins. The first person I want to eliminate is Kim Dokja. The maximum you can scale him is 5D, and with chapters 527 and 528, he got hard nerfed. He doesn't really compare to Amon or Reinhard. You can scale Amon from low complex to outer because he's spirit world and astral world, and same with Reinhard because he scales to or above Odd Laguna. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to equalize Amon's and Reinhardt's cosmology because I want to talk about the fun part, which is the hacks instead of the, cancerous dimensional tiering. So Reinhard has the ability of obtaining any divine protection from Odd Laguna that he needs. However, there are limits to this. For example, Odd Laguna could not grant Reinhard the ability to hurt Regulus. Amon, on the other hand, has a lot of hacks that I want to talk about. So let's first talk about Amon's error pathway authorities. So Amon is able to make errors or loopholes in anything he wants. For example, he can create an error in fate itself. He can create errors in time, errors in laws of the universe, abilities, concepts, authorities, and much more. With Amon's ability of theft, he could steal someone's destiny, he could steal someone's thoughts, their abilities, their time, their authorities, concepts, and basically whatever he wants. Amon also has the ability to manipulate time, so he could stop it, speed it up and all that. But the scariest parts of the error pathway is their ability to parasitize. The error pathway's mythical creature form can split themselves up into worms of time that can parasitize people on a spiritual level. Once someone gets parasitized, Amon can basically steal their entire destiny and become them. Mythical creature forms cannot be described using dimensions. They are made up of abstract concepts, knowledge, and godhood characteristics. If someone is not on the same level as a mythical creature they're looking at, they'll instantly go mad or die on the spot. However, I think Reinhard should be fine because he's able to destroy Odd Laguna, and it's stated that if any spirit looks at Odd Laguna, they instantly die. Also, Reinhard should have the ability to destroy abstract concepts since Reed Estria is able to cut concepts. I am assuming that Reinhard also has the ability to do that since he scales higher. At the level of a true god, Amon should have hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of worms of time. And the only way to kill Amon is by killing every single one of those worms of time. Amon also has the ability of decryption, which allows him to find out any weaknesses about his opponents. For example, he used this on Klein when Klein summoned his Divine Kingdom in the Fool's Gambit. There are many more abilities in the error pathway, but let's move on to the door pathway. With the door pathway, Amon controls the concept of a door. He has authority over space and sealing. He is able to tear or destroy space. He's able to exile people to chaotic space-time dimensions. He can lock onto target space and swap them and move them somewhere else. He's also able to locate the position of anything he desires and instantly teleport to them. Amon is also able to create concealed space that isolates itself from outside influences, authorities, and prevents people from escaping. With replication, Amon can also replicate any power he knows about from ReZero or Lord of the Mysteries. So with all these abilities, what are the win conditions for Amon? The first thing Amon needs to do is sever Reinhardt's ability to get new divine protections from Odd Laguna. There are a few ways that Amon could go about doing this. The first way is using space concealment from the door pathway or replicating abilities from the darkness or other pathways that have the same effect. Amon could also create an error in Odd Laguna or Reinhardt's fate itself. Amon can also unleash his Divine Kingdom, which should cut off Reinhardt from Odd Laguna. And if we're including peak strength Amon, we could also include Sapphire Castle because he had partial control over it, so he could also summon Reinhardt into Sapphire Castle, which is another way of severing the link. And if you combine all of these together, I definitely think this would stop Reinhardt from receiving any more boons or divine protections from Odd Laguna. I'm not sure if Amon has the ability of stealing all of Reinhardt's divine protections. Apparently in Isekai Quartets, I haven't watched it personally, I've just heard Reinhardt has the divine protection against stealing. I'm not sure if this is canon, but if it is, I guess you could kind of argue that this would prevent Amon from stealing Reinhardt's abilities. However, I don't think Reinhardt should be able to protect himself from being parasitized, especially if he's cut off from Odd Laguna and can't get any new divine protections. I definitely think Amon can make errors within Reinhardt's abilities to auto-dodge attacks and his other divine protections. Overall, I don't think Reinhardt can do much against Amon, especially if Amon starts replicating insane abilities like Death Gaze, which just causes anyone who looks at Amon or who Amon looks at to die, or if Amon just uses the historical void from the full pathway, which just allows Amon to summon his own Reinhardt to fight Reinhardt. These abilities are way too broken in Lord of the Mysteries for Reinhard to deal with. So yeah, what are you guys' thoughts? I definitely think Amon wins this pretty easily. Just comment what you guys think below.